How are you? So it is Tuesday. I've been meaning to do a recording for like 2 weeks. I can't remember whether... Oh no. Let's turn you off. Good old Paolo Nutini just talking to me, you know, just casually. So yeah, I've been meaning to do a recording for like 2 weeks, a week and a half. And I just haven't got around to it, and I don't know whether I promised you guys. I need to apologise. Look at my nail varnish. I need to sort that out. But yeah, so I don't know whether I promised you guys I was going to make a recording soon, or whether I promised myself, but I definitely promised myself. So yeah, if I did promise you, I can only apologise. But I figured I would say hello. See how you are, like what you're up to. I am driving to work. So late. Like crazy late. I should be like 3/4 of the way to work right now, and yet I have just left the house. In fact, you saw me. Anyway, moving on. How are you? What have you been up to? What's been happening in your world? Are you gonna turn left? Yeah, good woman. So a couple things from me, aside from the whole nail varnish fiasco. Is there a couple of things from me? I've got at least one, yes, a couple of things. So I think two main things I want to talk to you about is Manchester University being one. Oh, mysterious. And then the second one being I got some new vegan shoes, and vegan shoes have a tendency to be really fucking shit, or if they're not shit, they're just crazy expensive, and we're talking like £100 plus for a pair of pumps, which is just crazy. It's crazy talk, crazy. As you guys know, or may not know, that's really presumptive. Is that a word? Presumptive. I'm sure it's a word. Assumptive is a word, but if you presume something, that's really assumptive. I don't know. It's one of those. Yeah, so oh dear, it's gonna be a long day. Yeah, so vegan shoes. I have been vegan, you may or may not know, but I've been vegan for over 5 years now, and in those 5 years, of course, I have had vegan shoes, but I've had like accidentally vegan shoes, so shoes that weren't designed to be vegan, but they just so happened to be, like Vans, for instance. Most Vans, with the exception of the leather ones, which is weird. Not that it's weird that leather isn't vegan, it's weird that they would do leather Vans. I think they're really fucking ugly. Anyway, moving on. So aside from those, most Vans are vegan, as are Nike shoes, although I do own a pair of Nike shoes. And then I buy most of my shoes from H&M, purely on the basis that most of their shoes are made of plastic. And no, I don't like plastic, and I think plastic is a real issue, but I think it's better than leather, like considerably. I suppose you want shoes. You don't want anything. I suppose that I want shoes that can biodegrade, but don't biodegrade in the rain. So I've bought these shoes, and I will show you them later on. They cost me £20, which I was really happy with. They were like 45, but yeah, Friday sales, Black Friday, which I think's really weird. But yeah, if I can get half price shoes because of it, I'm all for it. And oh yeah, there's one other thing that I need to talk to you about in reference to these shoes. So this is news to me, might not be news to you, it probably isn't, and if it isn't, why didn't you tell me? But I discovered that on the Office website, like Office Shoes website, and the Shoe website, if you type in vegan in the search bar, it comes up as a category, so it lists all the shoes that are vegan. So that is how I found these boots. So I will show you when I get out of the car for work. Oh god, I'm so late. Yeah, fuck off mate, fuck off. There's a car that was trying to like get in despite the fact that I was there. Like you can't pull out when there's a car in your way, you cunt. Namaste. Let's talk to you about Manchester University, shall we? So I've been thinking about studying counselling psychology. Oh, for, I want to say like 3 years. But I've been seriously considering it like within the last, I don't know, couple of months. In fact, when I was in California, I thought it would be a really good idea to like seriously pursue it when I get home. So I'm attending the open day for Manchester. I love Manchester, I do. I went there last year. Did I do a vlog? Yes, I did. Oh, did I? I think I may have done. I was supposed to. Whether or not I actually did one is another story. But I went to Manchester last year and I had the greatest fucking time. It was so good, like crazy good. I would describe Manchester as a happy London. So when I got off the train in Manchester, like after arriving there for the first time, and I was a bit apprehensive because I'd never been before and I didn't really know what I was doing there. Didn't really have any plans apart from eating all of the vegan food, which I totally achieved, by the way. But I got off the train and there was this guy like on the same platform as me, and he just looked at me and smiled, and that was really nice. And I was a bit taken aback by it. There's people watching me. I was a bit taken aback by it because I was like, why are people smiling? And then I was walking like down the platform. I thought, oh god, like maybe he's laughing at me. Maybe there's like something on my person. Maybe I've got stuff stuck in my teeth. And then another like person, like a woman this time, just like, hello. It's like, this is so weird. And it was like that throughout my entire trip. People would just come up to you and like talk to you. And I know this sounds really stupid and it's not a reason to, you know, dedicate 3 years to a city, you know, if I were to pursue this counselling psychology PhD. But I really like that they've got trams. And that's so daft. So I'm going to take you to Manchester with me. So the sorts of questions that I want to ask them are questions like, I want to ask them about the course, and I want to ask them about, you know, what previous students have done, and I want to ask them whether, you know, like how big of a commitment is it, and I want to ask them, you know, some questions about actually getting on the course. But most of my questions are about employability. Is that the word? I think it is. So all of that. I'm a little concerned about it, only because I know that I have a lot of empathy. If I make a conscious decision to go down that route, then I think potentially it could change my world negatively, because I could potentially take stuff back home with me. And yeah, I need to perhaps develop some coping mechanisms, but I do think I'd be good at it. Yeah, I do. I connect with people, and I think that's my skill. One of my, I think everybody has their magic power, don't they? And I think my magic power is that I have the ability to talk to people. and use communication to connect. So I might as well utilise that, right? Yeah, I'm going to check that out, but I will take you to Manchester with me, providing that I go, because the other option, which I haven't told you about, the other option is to have like a telephone call. But I think it'd be really beneficial to actually see it and to surround myself with people that, you know, might potentially be on the course. So if I do the course, I will be doing it next year in September. Oh, I've got like 2 minutes to get to work and I'm like 40 minutes away. Fuck. And because I promised to show you my shoes, look how sexy they are. And then you've got, they just like look like leather shoes, but they're not. And then they've got like them cut out. So I'm gonna go because there's people that I work with like around. So naturally, there's a chance I might bump into someone I don't need that in my life. So I will speak to you